If I asked you to describe what it would feel like if you were the best possible version of yourself by the end of 2025, what would your answer be? Maybe you'd feel happier and like you're finally in alignment with your true self. Maybe you'd feel stronger, healthier, and actually proud of what you see in the mirror. Or maybe you just want to wake up every day with a sense of purpose and excitement about your goals. 2025 is here, and whether you want to hear it or not, nothing changes unless nothing changes. So in this video, I'm sharing 7 simple yet powerful habits that took me from feeling stuck and unmotivated, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, to becoming more confident and someone who wakes up every day excited about my life and my goals. Trust me when I say these habits will transform every area of your life, and even if you just commit to one of them this year, your life will drastically improve. Hi, I'm Abs. I'm an online fitness coach and nutritionist, and I am obsessed with building habits because they are the foundations of your long-term success. Number 1 is to change your inner dialogue. How you talk to yourself is so important. And if you're constantly feeding your brain with negative thoughts about yourself, you're only going to attract negative emotions and feelings. So it's time to get rid of any of those negative thoughts about yourself, any of those limiting beliefs that are popping into your head, and start replacing them with new ones. If you're wondering how the hell you're going to start doing that, then here are my top tips. The first one is to catch and replace your negative thoughts. Pay attention to your inner dialogue and catch yourself when you think something negative. For example, if you have a negative thought coming in like, I'm so bad at this, I can't do this, or maybe you look in the mirror and you're not happy with what you see and you're putting your body down, try and catch that thought and replace it with something positive. Why? Because replacing negative with positive rewires your brain over time. And whilst it might feel a little fake and phony at the start, over time you will start to change your thought patterns and you'll start to believe your new thoughts. Tip number 2 is to use positive affirmations. Now, these can be completely catered to your goals and what you're struggling with, but if you start your day with positive affirmations, you're feeding your brain with positive thoughts. So some could be, I'm so capable and I'm so strong. I deserve all the happiness in the world and success. I am becoming the very best version of me every single day. Affirmations reinforce positive beliefs and set the tone for the day. Number 3 is speak to yourself like a friend. If you wouldn't say it to a close friend, then don't say it to yourself. Practice kindness in your inner dialogue. For example, instead of saying I failed, say I gave it my best and I'll try again, because you deserve the same compassion that you give to others. Tip number 4 is avoid using absolutes. So stop using the words like always, like never, or I can't in your self-talk. Replace I always mess up with I'm learning and the progress isn't linear, because absolutes are limiting and don't reflect reality. So your first actionable step for this week is to start becoming aware of those negative thoughts that are popping up. Grab your journal and write them down. Then replace them with positive affirmations that you want to start believing instead. Like I said, this won't happen overnight, but do not underestimate the power of rewiring your brain. Habit number 2 is create a morning routine that motivates you, aka your dopamine menu. I'm not even joking when I say that I go to bed sometimes so excited to wake up because I know that my morning routine fills up my cup so much. And it's true, dopamine is responsible for drive and motivation, so the more dopamine you can get in a really natural way, the more motivated you're going to feel about your day. And the way that you start your day sets the tone for the rest of the day. Some things that might give you a little spark of natural dopamine are music, cold immersion like a cold shower in the morning, scripting, singing, eating a good nutritious meal, and of course exercise. Things that do not give you dopamine, your phone. So put that phone down first thing in the morning and please try not to touch it for at least an hour before you start your day. This is my morning routine that I absolutely love and I can't get enough of at the moment. I wake up around 6:30 in the morning, I have my coffee, I journal and script in bed, I listen to some happy music, I go to the gym and move my body, and then I have a nourishing breakfast. This morning routine is really simple, but honestly the basics are what you need to set yourself up for a successful day. So your actionable step for habit number 2, write down a list of things that bring you joy and make you excited and give you motivation. It might be really simple as something like making your bed in the morning or doing your skincare or having a shower first thing, but then ask yourself realistically, which of these can I fit into a morning routine? And from there, create your morning routine. A little bonus tip to set you up for success is to prep the night before. So lay out your gym clothes if you're planning on going to the gym, put your journal next to your bed so that you don't forget as soon as you wake up, and maybe even plug your phone in a dock that is far away, so when your alarm goes off, you have to get up early in the morning. I have some killer morning affirmations and hot girl walking tracks on Spotify too, if you're interested in them. A great way to start your day, and they're usually only about half an hour, and I'll make sure that I link them below in the notes. Habit number 3 is planning and time blocking. I'll be honest with you, I am the worst at this, and it is a work in progress for me. This is something that I really want to work towards in 2025 as well, because I feel so much better when I actually stick to my time blocks, because I have so much more productivity. What I find really helpful is to write out a list, and this is not a to-do list, this is a get-to-do list, because you get to do it, you don't have to do it. And I like to do this the night before or first thing in the morning when I'm journaling. I write out everything that I need to get done that day, and then I highlight the tasks that are most important, and then I also highlight my one non-negotiable. A non-negotiable is just picking that one thing that you have to get done and making it your priority. Your brain literally loves the reward of crossing things off a list, and I can guarantee it will make you feel so much more motivated each time you do it. But here are my biggest tips for success. Number 1 is pick the lowest hanging fruit. And what I mean by this is to pick the task of least resistance. So those tasks that feel really simple, that you can just tick off really quickly, giving that little hit of reward and motivation so that you can then tackle and leave space and leave time for the tasks that require a little bit more energy. My second tip is to batch similar tasks together. So maybe you've got a whole list of tasks, and some require creativity while some require the analytical side of your brain. So what you might want to do is split the day in half. So you could try and tackle all the creative tasks in the morning and then more of the analytical tasks in the afternoon. Tip number 3 is to use color coding, because your brain loves it, and it's just a really easy way to section out your days and your tasks. So maybe your health and fitness might be purple, maybe some work tasks might be orange, and then that way when you look at your whole journal and your whole planner, you'll just be able to see it a whole lot more clearly. And visual organization makes it easier to see how your day is balanced. Tip number 4 is to set alarms for notifications. So if you have specific meetings that you have to attend, make sure that you set alarms. If you want to time block specific things, like you want to work 50 minutes on a certain task, then make sure that you set your alarms for that task in your phone so that you know when that's coming up. Tip number 5 is to put your notifications on your phone on silent, and then use an app like Clockify to track your time. Tip number 6 is to use the Pomodoro technique. So what this means is you work in focused 25-minute intervals followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 of those intervals, you take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. This method improves focus, reduces burnout, and helps you tackle tasks in manageable chunks. Actionable steps. Go and buy a planner, or if you're a digital girly, search on Etsy or Notion and download a digital version. Grab a pen and those highlighters and start mapping out your week, popping in all of your important meetings, maybe for work, all of your appointments, when you're planning on meal planning, when you're planning on going to the gym. That way you can see your week ahead, and you'll have so much more confidence that you're planned and ready to go. Habit number 4 is one of my all-time faves, and that is to clean up your nutrition.
Yes, I am a nutritionist, so I'm extremely passionate
about fueling your body properly so that you have energy and that you feel amazing in your skin. And in order to do that, sometimes you just need to eat a little bit more vegetables, incorporate a little bit more fruit and some water, and have a really good balanced diet. So I like to follow the 80-20 rule, and that means 80% of the time I am eating whole foods, lots of vegetables, fruit, lean meat, lean chicken, all of those things, so that I'm getting the nutrients and vitamins that my body needs. And then 20% of the time I'm having those soul foods. So I'm having a little bit of bread, I'm eating chocky, or maybe I'm going out for a nice meal out. I find the 80-20 rule gives me a really great balance so that I can feel good in my skin whilst also not feeling like I'm restricted in any way with my nutrition. It took me a really, really long time to heal my relationship with food, and that is why I now coach women to do the exact same thing. So some actionable steps to cleaning up your nutrition is first work out your goals. What are your goals in 2025? Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you wanting to maintain your weight and just feel better in your skin? Are you wanting to build muscle? Because all of these 3 goals require different amounts of foods. Basically, if fat loss is your goal, my first tip would be to start tracking your calories in an app like MyFitnessPal, making sure that you're not under eating though. You don't want to eat less than your basal metabolic rate. I am a nutritionist. If you do need some help with your food and you're unsure of how much you should be eating, then comment below or come and find me on Instagram here and let's have a little chat. So happy to help you out. So once you have your goals, this is where habit number 3 will come in handy. So basically, I want you to grab a piece of paper and map out and plan your meals for the week. So ask yourself what you want to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks. And then with that list, you're going to take it to the supermarket and you're going to do your ingredient prepping shop. I'm not a huge fan of meal prep. I find it very overwhelming and I actually don't like eating the same thing every single day, but ingredient prepping will save your life. So basically this just means making sure that you have all the necessary ingredients in your pantry, in your fridge at all times so that you can make quick and easy meals. So by mapping out your meals for the week, heading to the grocery store and having that list, getting all your ingredients, you'll feel so much more organized and so much more empowered knowing that you can quickly just whip up your meals once you're home. Cooking at home is one of the most underrated healthy habits because you know exactly what you're eating and you're also going to save a lot of time and a lot of money. I also have a completely free 7-day recipe pack. If you want that, it's got yummy recipes, grocery lists, and a sample meal plan that you can easily follow, and you can find it down below in the description. Habit number 5 is definitely one that is going to change your life as well, and that is incorporating some sort of daily movement, strength training, and walking into your day. Now, this goes without saying, exercise is so good for you, and even if you only do 20 minutes a day, it is going to be so beneficial to your mental health and to your physical health. But if you really want to change your life, then you need to start incorporating some sort of resistance training into your routine. And I know how scary it can be when you're just starting out, getting into the gym. There's a lot of gym anxiety. You don't know what to do once you go to the gym. But honestly, lifting weights will make you feel so much more empowered. It's going to help you build strength, build muscle, which is so important as you age as well. Strength training is an absolute game changer for the body and the mind. If you're a complete beginner, I would recommend starting with at least 2 sessions a week, and then you can build from there. If you're unsure what to do in the gym and you have no idea where to get started, I have a 7-day completely free on my fitness app below. All the details I will pop below as well. Also, feel free to drop any questions below because this is literally what I do for a living and I am so happy to help. Please do not underestimate the power of a daily walk, whether it be for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, getting outside and getting fresh air, listening to music and just moving your body. It's got nothing to do with the amount of calories that you're burning, more so for your mental health and just clearing your mind. It will improve your life so much. So your actionable step here is I want you to go to your Apple Health app at the moment if you have an iPhone and check your daily step count. What you're going to do from here is add on around 3,000 to 5,000 steps, whatever realistically you can improve on, and set your goal for this week. We're going to start increasing our steps and getting back into the gym this year. Habit number 6 is carving out you time. Now, I know spending time alone can feel really, really scary for some people. If you're unsure of how solo time is going to help you, then I'm going to give you 7 reasons why it will improve your life drastically. Reason number 1 is self-discovery and reflection. Spending time alone allows you to reflect on your thoughts, on your goals, and emotions without external influences. You can start to gain clarity on who you are, what you want, and where you want your life to go. For example, journaling through solo time often leads to aha moments about what truly matters to you. Reason number 2 is that it boosts your independence and confidence. Doing things alone, whether it be dining out, traveling, or pursuing a hobby, builds self-reliance and self-confidence. I can't tell you how much it used to scare me to eat out alone, but the more I did it and the more I spent time alone, it made me realize that I didn't actually need anyone else to enjoy life with or make decisions with, which feels really, really empowering. Reason number 3 is that it encourages creativity. Why? Because without distractions, your mind has space to wonder and explore new ideas. Having solo time can often lead to creative breakthroughs, whether it's brainstorming solutions, starting a new passion project, or simply just daydreaming. Reason number 4 is that it reduces stress and overwhelm. Alone time offers you a chance to recharge your social battery and emotional energy, especially if you're constantly surrounded by people. So this will help you feel more calmer, more concentrated, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Reason number 5 is that it improves your relationships. You might not think it, but when you're comfortable with yourself, you bring the best of yourself to your relationships. You start to rely less on others for validation, making your connections more healthier and more balanced. Reason number 6 is that it strengthens emotional intelligence. Being alone helps you process your emotions and helps you understand them a little bit more deeply. You start to develop a better self-trust, more self-awareness, and emotional regulation, which can lead to better decision-making. And then lastly, it sparks growth and new experiences. Solo time encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. You start to learn more about yourself, learn more about what you enjoy, you can build new skills and expand out of your comfort zone. If you want to grow and become the best version of you in 2025, then you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, and being alone can really help you do that. So your actionable step for habit number 6 is to go on a solo date this week. Map out a time that you can allocate for just you, whether you want to go and take yourself out for breakfast, do some journaling, maybe you want to go see a movie by yourself, do something that scares you a little bit just to take you out of that comfort zone to get you to the next level. And the last habit, habit number 7, is to join a community or create an environment that inspires you. Whether that be in your fitness journey, whether it be at work, you want to surround yourself with people who are going to inspire you, who will motivate you, who will support you, and who will actually help you get to the next level. If you're constantly surrounding yourself with people who don't have any ambitions, you're only going to be dragged down by their lack of ambition, and you'll start to feel like it's really hard to grow. Transformation is so much easier when you surround yourself with people who have the same ambitions as you do. So if you have some fitness goals this year, maybe you want to join a community of fitness, whether that be classes or a virtual community. You could even join a book club if you want to start reading more. The world is your oyster, and there are so many people out there who are looking to connect and looking to feel motivated and get inspired along this journey as well. So your actionable step for habit number 7 is to find your tribe. If you're not feeling motivated in your current environment, if you need a new friend group, or maybe you just need to expand your horizons, go on the hunt this week. You can look on Facebook groups, you can look on a community called School, ask your friends and family if they are part of any communities that they recommend as well, and start to find your people. One community that I would recommend joining as well is mine. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you part of this community where I share weekly tips on mindset, fitness, nutrition, manifestation, and of course travel, whilst sharing my journey of moving across the world. If you really enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, hit that subscribe button, leave me with any comments. I would love to connect. Come find me on Instagram here, and you can hear more about my story here, how I started over in my 30s and left my life in Melbourne, and how I'm now working remotely as a digital nomad. Thanks so much for watching today, guys, and I'll see you soon.